Hi everyone, and welcome to our daily show, The Big Story, where we discuss the hottest topics of the day right here in the heart of the newsroom. My name is Alyssa Wu, and I'm coming to you live from the Straits Times. We are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube, do subscribe to our channel, and to be notified whenever we go live, do click that bell icon. I'll be joined by my newsroom colleagues very shortly to discuss the topics that got you talking today. In the latest marriage and parenthood measures announced by the government on August 28, some of the policy enhancements announced include making quality preschools more affordable and accessible for families, and also raising the age limit for women seeking fertility treatment, which includes IVF. To discuss whether these enhancements will address the declining marriage and birth rate in Singapore, I have education correspondent Amelia with me. Hi Amelia.
Hi.
So today we're going to focus on the preschool and fertility policy enhancements. What are your honest opinions about them? Maybe we can start with preschool.
Okay, so for preschool, what they're doing is to raise the income ceiling, monthly income ceiling for subsidies for families and earning 6,000 to 7,500 currently, and this will be raised to 12,000 next year. So that's quite a huge jump, and it will benefit a lot more middle income families, and meaning they can get higher subsidies, additional subsidies apart from just the lower income families. So altogether this will be about 30,000 more families than currently. And I think this helps to lower expenses for more families because if you're a young parent, you would tend to have kids in quick succession, most parents, and then you would have a few more than 2 or 3 kids in preschool at the same time. And if now currently the median monthly fee for preschool full day childcare is 850 per month. So if you have 2 or more kids in preschool at the same time, it can be quite a hefty expense.
And that also depends on what preschool they go to. If they go to a private one, it can easily top more than $1,000 a month.
Yeah, it can go up to like 2,000 per month. Yeah, but those families, they choose that sort of preschool, and I guess they can afford it as well. So 850 is more the median for most preschools in Singapore.
I understand. What about your opinions on the fertility enhancements?
Okay, so this is it's a bit tricky. This is the group that may or may not have children. They are either trying for their first or they have one and they want more. They're lifting the age limit, which is currently 45 for women seeking treatment, mainly IVF. And they're also removing the maximum number of cycles that you can go for. Currently it's 5 for those who are above 40, and then 10 for those who are younger. They're also introducing co-funding, co-government co-funding for IUI, which some couples try before IVF. So most pro-family advocates and most people will think that it's a good move now because then there's no age limit to having children, right? And more couples are marrying later, so you would try for kids later as well. So, but I think it also should not mean that we shouldn't take this change to mean that the chances of having a baby at a later age have improved, because the science has not advanced and it's not true. Your pregnancy, you don't get any more pregnant as you get older. It gets harder, and it's just that the risk of complications during pregnancy and safety has greatly reduced with advances in technology.
Now, do you think putting in more money for the preschools and all these fertility treatments and removing the age limit, do you think that will actually help to raise the falling birth rate and the marriage rate?
This is the 8th round of enhancements to marriage and parenthood incentives since 2001. And since then, I don't know, no one can really say for sure whether the previous packages have really had any effect. And so we really have to wait and see. I don't know whether these initiatives will really convince Singaporeans to have babies. But I think the changes do help to tackle certain pain points of young parents and also those who are older ones who are trying to conceive and having difficulty. But other than these forms of like practical support, as Minister Josephine Teo herself said, I don't think it really makes it more attractive to be a parent. I'm a parent myself of a two-year-old son, and honestly, parenting is tough with or without government support. And in other countries, particularly the East Asian ones, they have been very generous with government support, subsidies, parental leave, but the fertility rate has not really improved and is no better than ours. So government resources and more parental leave does not necessarily mean that you would persuade people to have children. It's a choice that you make on your own, I think.
And there's a lot of factors at play. It's not just about whether I have enough money or not. There's a lot of tension between work and family within ourselves as well. I'm speaking as a woman and you're speaking as a mother, correct?
Yeah. So we all know time is limited, right? We only have 24 hours in a day. And there is a lot of tension that we feel. And I guess as young adults, there's a lot of pressure also to do well in all our pursuits in life. So increasingly young people feel like they need to do well in everything. We want to, do our work. And if we want to be a parent, we want to be a good parent as well. And we still want to travel and kind of see the world. And sometimes having a family seems a little bit disruptive because you have to put things on hold. And in a previous interview I did with Minister Josephine Teo, she said that she used this juggling ball analogy. Like she described parenting as a juggling balls. Like the more balls you have, more responsibilities and commitments, it's harder to juggle and you feel more and more stretched. And I totally agree with her. Sometimes it feels, you are really stretched every day trying to fulfill everything that you need to. But I guess the message that maybe my own takeaway is that some activities can be put aside for the time being. Some things can be done later. There's no need to be to excel at everything or to be at the top of your game at everything in work or in other commitments as well. And I think if you really want to have children, it all boils down to your own personal priorities and your own aspirations.
And everyone is on a different parenting journey. Right? Thank you so much, Amelia, for sharing. So for the full list of policy enhancements, you can read it on thestraitstimes.com.